So we've all seen the first advert of Mario being a right pervert with Princess Peach in her bath. I guess at that age it wouldn't be that bad, but I mean, come on, he's like a full-grown dude in some weird kid's bath. I mean, look at the size of his nose compared to his, and then you got Princess Peach doing her hair, and oh, yeah, that's one of the funny ones. That's just one of the many adverts we've got in here. New Super Mario Bros. Wait, wasn't that the game of the new one? Mario and Princess Bubble Baths and Shampoo. And on here we have page 5 of the comic. We've got a game called Wrath of the Black Manta with a ninja throwing a shuriken at me. Please don't. Okay, I've never heard of this game. I mean, it's made by Taito. That's the gameplay. What the? Wait a minute. As seen at the Nintendo World Championship. Oh, okay, never mind. I thought it was on there. I was like, wow, there's only 26 copies of that game. It's one of the most rarest games ever. Then just some details. You've got to send it to Canada or something like that, Vancouver, Canada. The game itself, crime and kidnapping have put a death grip on New York, Tokyo, and Rio. The solitary figure strives to squelch the misguided dealings in a bunch of unherded terrorists bent on kidnapping innocent kids. That just sounds really messed up. Only the Black Manta possesses the powers. Only the Black Manta possesses the powers that can save them. You mean a freaking ninja? I mean, if I saw a ninja coming at me with a sword lobbing a shuriken, I'd just leg it and leave the little kids. I mean, for hell, I wouldn't even have little kids in the first place. I think there's better things to go around stealing than someone's little kids, especially the ones that are bratty and be like, oh my god, I want this now, and then start screaming, throwing a tantrum. Master the awesome power of the Ninpo martial arts. Gather clues to allow you to trace down El Toro, the evil drug lord. You mean the really big dude from Jackie Chan? Exterminate international terrorists. Sensational colour graphics. I got colour wrong, sorry, but that really just gets to me when there's all colour different. Exciting soundtrack and furiously challenging. I've never heard of this game. It's action, adventure, mystery, intrigue. What kind of genre is that? Intrigue's now a genre. And then just 2 pages down we get to page 7. This is one of the weirdest adverts I've ever seen. This is another game I've not heard of. Apparently it's made by Capcom. I don't know when. Look at the old logo, Capcom USA, with their address. Let me just show you this. It's called Gargoyle's Quest. I mean, look at the kid. He's like, whoa, I really don't care that the gargoyle's coming out and is laughing at my face. Is he really that bad? Oh, I miss those old days of the Game Boy there. I mean, that's just weird. Just like, imagine if I was playing Super Mario Bros on my Game Boy and all of a sudden the stage just comes out at me and Mario's just there like hopping around and he just, oh. Graphics so real you'll forget it's only a game. I can honestly tell you that is the perfect caption for that. If your game comes to life and starts laughing at you, you know you're definitely doing something wrong. And why is there a bee that is just so horribly evil looking? I've never heard of this game. I'm quite a big fan of Capcom. They're my in the top 3 of my favourite game companies. They're just one of the best. I mean, you know, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil. It's just such a long list. Mega Man. Dazzling graphics and excellent sound bring a whole new dimension to Game Boy. I miss that. Enchantment and excitement awaits you in Gargoyle's Quest. I've really never heard of this game. I mean, I had a lot of my Game Boy library. There wasn't that many for the Game Boy, but I don't know. Honestly, I can't remember this. Remember that the old picture of this is a single player, therefore you're a larret. And then we come to this really weird page with these 3 kids sitting around a board game called The Dungeon. I mean, do these kids not notice the dragon behind them, like totally hungry? That is a wicked dragon. I've got to say, it's an amazing drawing. But I wouldn't be like concerned over who's got the dice and what's going to happen when there's a dragon behind you. Have a monster of a good time, not just a good time. Have a monster of a good time. You know, you're definitely getting something when you do that. Okay, I'm on page 12. We have something that's really confusing. It's made by Capcom again. A lot of this comic is made with Capcom adverts. And one of the weird ones is this one, Street Fighter 2000, the final fight. I've never heard of these Capcom games. I don't know, maybe I'm not that much of a big Capcom fan anyway, but I've never heard anyone ever talk about Street Fighter 2010. That's like, what, there's going to be a new Street Fighter next year, considering I'm recording this in 2009, and it's going to be the final fight. I mean, next year, there's going to be a new Street Fighter, guys, and it's going to have, I really don't know, a man punching a knight with a dragon in the back. Anyway, few lives to finish this game. The whole thing started when you invented this radical formula that turns men into Superman, and someone stole it. Oh, I mean, if you had that invention to turn it into men into Superman, would you just like leave it around like, oh, you know, I can just use it as a doorstop or something, and then someone nicked it? You'll have to fight some very deadly interplanetary characters and get back, and that's just for starters in Street Fighter. See, whenever this thing says Street Fighter, I think of Guile doing a flash kick over a freaking knight now, or just something like that. Maybe that is Guile in 2010. I don't know, I'll have to wait till next year. One of the toughest games is one of the toughest games on Nintendo ever. Play it today, you might even live to tell about it. What is this, like curse? So every time you finish this comic, everyone dies. Oh crap, I'm screwed. Never going to be able to see this game now, am I? Shoot fast or bash his fist will rearrange your face. Your face, Andro Boy, the hunter whose box is bigger than his bite. I don't know, is that like some sort of Android Balrog, or... You know, I've honestly never heard of this game. It's called Street Fighter 2010. Does the Angry Nerd know about this? Does any Street Fighter fan know about this? I really don't know. I'm gonna have to go look this up later. And page 18 and 19 are it's quite a cool one actually. It's like a trading card game. That's it basically. It's just like all you can collect trading cards. There's 162, loads of different arts. We've got here X-Men vs Magneto, Deathlock. I like Deathlock. I thought it was quite cool. I've read the Doomsday Marvel comics of him. Yeah, it's quite cool here. That's quite cool. The Thing versus the Hulk. Basically, this is just a Marvel trading card game. Quite interesting. The Silver Surfer. Page 21. Okay, these are the NFL Pro Street pictures and stats. It's basically it's a book of each person from the NFL. Oh, Jerry Rice. Then yeah, that's pretty much it basically. All you get is just 8 books of NFL players, the statistics and pictures. It doesn't seem that bad. I quite like NFL. So yeah, we've got Stan's Soapbox. That would be where Stan Lee would inform his readers about any new updates to the comics, or just, well, anything in general. This here is just informing about new comics that's being made. More the Dead Teenager. Okay, he's got a hyphen there for that some weird reason. This part here, it just informs you about the comics that they're currently doing and anything that you should be looking out for in stores. And we've got the Spider's Web. That's quite cool. This is a lot of comics have this. I don't know any kind of like comics that really don't have this. It's where you would just enter in a letter and then they would answer it for you, like the select few that get chosen. You'd send it in at that address there. Yeah, so let's read some of these. Oh, it is a short one. Nathan is dead. The Sinister Six is out to destroy the control the world. Black Cat has some pleasant plans for Flash. Don't you just hate it when that happens? Ranks right up there with Headlights Mark. Daha! And then on the back we have all the you can just order comics from places. This gives you got like a deal here, 50% off. You can just order online. And we've got a. You know what the funny thing is? It's made by LJN. So Angry Nerd, maybe you should give this one a quick try. And lastly on the back we've got the laser scope. I don't need to say anything about this. Well, that's